Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Celebrity Challenge, and today we have Agatha All Along. This is a new Marvel Cinematic Universe series that just premiered tonight, not at midnight. This is why this post is going up so late. It only came out at 6 o'clock in the evening on the Pacific Coast here, and I watched the first two episodes. Each of them about 42, 44 minutes long each. And this is the premiere. There's nothing sooner than this, technically. Marvel tends to keep a lock on a lot of stuff. I am not privileged, so whatever. That's fine. I enjoy watching these things. I love being surprised. But this is a Catherine Hahn-led series. It's a spin-off of WandaVision. If you have not watched WandaVision, it's not completely required, but I would highly recommend it. It's a continuing of a certain narrative from that series, especially the first episode. You might be utterly confused by the premise, the format of the first episode if you have not watched WandaVision. That, without spoiling anything, I would highly recommend watching WandaVision if you haven't done so yet. And if you haven't watched it in a while and you forgot about it, or sometimes people were confused and bored by the first episode because it was shot like a 1950 sitcom, and not understanding that things change and progress, and it's, what it was. So I say definitely just watch WandaVision. Followed up with this, and get ready for a ride. This is very witchy, just so you know. It's not a, they don't shy away from that. This is definitely falls into the magical realm of things. It feels like Doctor Strange should be keeping a watch on this kind of thing, but he might be distracted by whatever happened in the Mouth of Madness, or what his Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, sorry, it's a Mouth of Madness is something else entirely. The Multiverse of Madness. He's a little bit distracted after what happened at the end of that thing. So this, I'm going to avoid spoiling anything, any major story points. What we do is we have a pretty great cast led by Catherine Hahn, who is Agatha in this. Don't be put off by her being called Agnes. It'll make sense. But Agatha Harkness is, in the Marvel comics, kind of an elder, high-level, powerful witch who used to babysit for the Fantastic Four. Yeah, that's how I first got to know who Agatha Harkness is. Even if she had, connections with Wonder Mountain and everything else with Wanda and Quicksilver, she, for a time, babysat Franklin for Reed and Sue, and in John Byrne's run. And there was a storyline that, set magic up against Reed's logic and science and everything else, which he doesn't like magic. So that's where I first got to know her. But she was always this old crone type woman. And here we have somebody younger and vivacious and funny. Yes, the reason why Catherine Hahn is just perfect in this is that, one, she's hilarious. In anything she's in, I will watch anything she's in. Just give it to me and I'll watch it. But she doesn't play this as a straight villain. She doesn't play it as a straight hero. She is a sympathetic character, even though she is up to no good. That she only is looking out for herself. She does not care about anyone she hurts, or at least she puts on that face. She is very much about her own power. Doesn't sound familiar at all in today's world, but she is definitely a character that is she an anti-hero, or is she just anti? I don't know. She is, it's dark, it's fun, and the way I'm looking at this, there's some people who are just already probably review bombing because a woman has appeared in a Marvel thing. I don't know. Either way, whether you understand what's going on or not, this is the kind of thing that is just it's a quest story featuring women, witches, who have to be bound together to achieve great power, whether they like each other or not. That is as much as I can tell you. And yeah, there are little pieces of Marveldom in here. One of the great things about this, though, is the fact that it doesn't have to be, you don't see any signs of superheroes whatsoever. Like, I mentioned Doctor Strange, but I don't think there's any fear that suddenly, like, the Hulk is going to show up and go, hey, I'm the Hulk, and you're doing witchcraft. I'm going to punch you. No, like, none of that's going to happen. There's no Captain America. But this has a humongous foundation in the magical elements of the Marvel Universe. We have a character just called Teen. It's a teenage boy. And he sort of gloms on to Agatha from the start. He is, and they play with this. They make it obvious that he is more than what he appears to be. And even Agatha can't figure that out. I have my theories. The internet has its theories. I have not read the internet's theories. But I have a feeling that we agree. And we could all be completely wrong. So unless they show it in the actual story, which is how I hope to discover it or be proven right or wrong, or unless Marvel comes out and says, this character is this character, and they're going to do this in like a press release or whatever, then everything everybody says does not matter. I know one of the greatest sins that popular media can do is not give people exactly what they want in the way they want it. And I mean, what goes for Star Wars the same as Marvel is the idea that if the person watching it doesn't feel like they know everything and you give them something they don't know, they get very angry about it. Lighten up. You don't have to know everything. That's one of the biggest things with Star Wars is that for a while, for the longest time, throughout the end of the 80s, we knew everything about Star Wars. There was nothing new you could teach us. You could give us any trivia question and we knew it. But Star Wars, since, of course, Disney has taken over, since George Lucas sold it to them and made a boatload of money and gave it to charity, Disney has made more product. Well, for Star Wars fans, that makes a lot of sense because we want more Star Wars. But that also gives fans my age the idea that they don't know everything and not everything is made for them. There is Star Wars for other generations. And there are Marvel stories for different people, for different generations. Yes, this is very woman-centric. And yes, there is a gay character in it. Who cares? It's okay. We can all live through this together. Just enjoy the freaking story and the great actors who are in this. Beyond Catherine Hahn, we get Sashir Zamata. I'm sorry. Sashir Zamata from Saturday Night Live. Always liked her on that. Aubrey Plaza, of course, from Parks and Recreation and everything else. She also had a previous Marvel connection through Legion, which used to be on FX, playing... I won't ruin that, but she was a maniac in that show, and I need to see if I can find that on Blu-ray somewhere, because I don't think it's on streaming anywhere. I don't think it's available. Disney Plus, it's time to pull that over on FX. Maybe I need to look that up. Maybe it's on here, and I just don't realize it. Or they're suppressing it for the Marvel Universe to come. Don't know. We also get Alian, and also Patti LuPone, who's a stage actress who kind of thought she was above this kind of thing. But hey, it's a good paycheck. And I think she's in good company with a lot of people. That she's an iconic actress of the stage. So welcome, Patty. It's great. And Deborah Jo Rupp, you know her from that 70s show, the mom. Kitty? Yeah, Kitty. That's her name. She is in a very small part of this, because she was also in WandaVision, but she's a very small part of this, but wherever she shows up, she is just a little bundle of chaos and humor that I love. She is just fantastic. So just seeing her little laughing cackle is awesome. I am going to avoid scrolling any further down. Even on IMDb, they don't have all the information yet. They don't have all the names for all the characters yet, which is great. And I'm going to watch this week after week. It's only 8 episodes, I believe. The first 2 premiered just tonight. It's only 8 episodes, and I think that is a good run point. I think that's what a lot of the series have been doing. And so, yeah, I highly recommend watching WandaVision, of course, before you watch this, but I think you can really enjoy this on its own for what it is. And when you have Catherine Hahn at the center of it, one, it's going to be hilarious, and it has a chance to be really freaky and scary in this fall. Now, okay, it's not fall yet, but it's going to roll right into the Halloween season. It's going to end right before Halloween, or Halloween, the night before Halloween, or maybe Devil's Night. I don't know. That's ironic. It's not ironic, but it's not accidental that it's ending at the end of October. So have fun with this. Try not to get too scared by the presence of women and homosexuals, and we'll be good. That's all I can say. So after this, I suggest. We picked tomorrow's yesterday. I know I sound like a time traveler, but it was number 114. If we don't remember, 114 is Lego Disney Princess: The Castle Quest. Yeah, so Lego Disney Princess: The Castle Quest. More Lego shows. I'm all for it. That's what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.